Welcome into the era of AI. Hello there. Welcome in this lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to show you a AI hack inside of CapCut. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I want you to click on Create a Project to start a new project with CapCut. Secondly, we need to go and create the script plus what we put behind that script, which is images or video assets that you want to generate. In this case, I'd like to talk about the Megalodon. Fact about the Megalodon. So you can say, scary fact about the Megalodon. ChatGPT is going to go with its incredibly huge library of knowledge. It's going to give us a scary fact about the Megalodon. And as you can see, this is really a good fact. Now, I'm going to say for that fact, or turn that fact into a voiceover to be said by the narrator. And for each 5 seconds of the video, let me know what to put as the, instead of 5 seconds, I'm going to say 10 seconds. Each 10 seconds of the video, let me know what to put in as the background video. Also, keep the video voiceover 60 seconds because we don't want the video to be more than 60 seconds. Now, even when I say 60 seconds to ChatGPT, usually it will go and produce a voiceover that's actually more than less than 60 seconds. So now it provided us with all of this. So what I'm going to ask it, I'm going to ask it to assemble all the voiceovers in one paragraph and shorten the background video descriptions to a minimum and put them in bullets. I could have said in descending bullets, but it will understand. So here it will give me the entire script at one time, and it will provide me with the entire voiceover or background videos at one time. So we're going to proceed first by generating the voiceovers. I'm going to copy the first half, only the first half. And the first half ends exactly at this point. I'm going to copy that, and we're going to do the second half later. Now the first half, go back to CapCut. Click on this text element. And then what you need to do is to basically drag this piece of text right here and type in what you want to type in. So all I need to do is to click and double click here. Now it's going to display, just give it some time. Now here in this area, double click and paste the new text. And then go to AI characters in this area here. I have the Pro plan, but I think you can use AI characters for free. There are a lot of free AI characters to use. I think you'll be limited to the amount, but there is some free AI characters. Now I'm going to click to show more. I want to see more AI characters. Know that you can choose an AI character and also apply a different voice than the original voice that the AI character has, which is a tremendous feature that you can use. Now I'm going to keep scrolling down because then they're going to show me the characters. It takes some time to load. It's pretty, let's just say, slow interface at sometimes. And so here we have plenty of AI characters. And so depending on which one you choose. Now, I'm going to go with Grace, the AI character Grace. And in this position, she's basically holding a phone. And I'm actually going to go with this one instead, this suit. So I'm going to click. And what this is going to do is going to apply that particular character. And I'm going to click on Add once it finishes loading. So I'm going to add. And now what it's going to start working on is generating the speech. In the meantime, what I could do is I could go and copy the second half of the script and go back. Make sure that when you go back, you remember the AI character which you chose at the beginning. Now here we have the AI character with the script. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to zoom out and I want you to move the needle right to the end. Right, you can just click here anywhere and it will place it there. And then what I want you to do is zoom out some more and drag another piece of text. Drag another piece of text right in here. There you go. Once that's done, I'm going to move the needle here and click this piece of text. And then basically, I'm going to double click, remove this one, and then paste this. Now let me go to AI characters. And here, I'm going to generate the second half of the script with the same character that I used at the beginning. Unless you want to change the character, which is completely okay. You can even do a video with multiple characters at a time. Okay, so that's up to you. I'm going to scroll down to find the same AI character which I have used. I still remember her. And this is it. I'm going to click this character and add. It's an AI character, but it's really, really good. And so what it's going to do, it's going to generate the speech using this particular AI character. And we're going to have an entire voiceover for an entire video. All that's going to be left for us to do is to apply backgrounds to the video, and it will be okay. For that, I want you to go and prepare Leonardo AI. Just prepare the groundwork. And here, I'm going to switch to legacy mode, which is the old Leonardo mode, because it gives me access to the old features, which I'm quite aware of. And I'm going to use photoreal and also 16 by 9 inches in terms of the resolution. Going back to C, it's still generating the speech for some reason, which can be quite problematic. Now let's just set the resolutions and everything here. It's already set to 16 by 9, which is good. Set to photoreal, which is good. 2 images at a time. Good, good, good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and generate an image of a fossilized megalodon compared to a human hand, or tooth compared to a human hand. And I'm going to basically put this right here and click on the generate button. There you go. Next, I'm going to go and generate the other image, timeline graphic showing the megalodon swimming through the epochs. Okay, let's copy this and see what it gives us. Don't try to go for perfection. I'm going to generate. Next, size comparison animation between a great white shark and a megalodon. Let's go and copy this right back into here. You could also use Midjourney, by the way. Now I'm going to type and paste this in and click generate. Then I'm going to go right back, and then we have the reenactment of the megalodon biting a large prey. Okay, so I'm going to go and copy this part. I want to create a small video or a small image showing the megalodon biting a large prey. And then here we have underwater animation of the megalodon hunting prehistoric whale. Okay, let's copy. Come right back over here, double click, and paste. There you go. Perfect. I'm going to click generate. Now, scene underwater scene, megalodon silhouette swimming away. Okay, serene underwater scene. Okay, so I'm going to double click, paste this prompt, and click the generate button. And then now, once it finishes, I'm going to go back. But here you can see this stuff can happen from time to time. That's why I'm going to try a different approach. I'm going to try expanding the text and clicking on my character and then adding the character, or changing the entire thing. Okay, now it works. So now what I can do is I can get rid of the texts. I can get rid of this text. I can also get rid of that text. Now you can see it's applying right now. So it's applying that voiceover or that text. I shouldn't have deleted the text from here, by the way, but it's okay. I think it's going to work since it's already taken place. And what we're going to do now is we're going to merge both these two scenes into one. Now you could go for a different ratio, 9:16, but obviously here we've chosen an image of this size. So you're better off, if you want to create a short, you can go from the beginning and change the image sizes to 9:16, because that's pretty much it. So let's go back here. Now our scenes are good. What I'm going to do is I would like to right click and create a compound clip of these two scenes. Now it's one clip. And then I'm going to click on this clip, and I want you to go and click on extract the audio. Once audio is extracted, keep the character right here. And what we want to do, we want to go to the compound effect, compound clip. I'm going to use the enhance voice. Now, it doesn't work on a compound clip. Okay. I want to go and increase the volume of this to about 9 decibels. Now, let's move this back to the beginning, and now let's go back to get our images. So I'm going to get the first image, download, then I'm going to go and let's look for some megalodon swimming through the epochs. So we have this one is good. We have the megalodon comparison with the shark. Let's download this. We have the megalodon biting a large prey. Now that's a human, so that's not really cool. And then we have the megalodon hunting a prehistoric whale. Let's download this. And we have a serene underwater of the megalodon. I think I'm going to go with that one. All right, now we have our scenes. I'm going to go to import, and then I'm just going to apply these scenes into the background of this lady. Because what we can do is we can put these scenes in the back to make it look like she's in that world. So I'm going to click import, and then here, I'm just going to go get all my images, right, of the megalodon, and then open. There you go. Now that we have the images, we need to put the images in an order. So starting from this one, put it here, put the second image, put the third image, and you need to put them in a particular order as to guarantee that we respect ChatGPT's instructions. So now I'm going to select all of these, and I would like you to expand them. Not that much though. Just enough to fit them. All right, and then the last one I can just crop from here. Perfect. Now this is all good. So I'm going to zoom in actually, and then zoom out. And then basically I'm going to go to transitions, and let's add some transitions in between the images, okay? So I'm going to go to transitions. There's multiple transitions depending on which one you'd like to use. So in our case, I'm going to look for if there is some water transition, like a water transition. I'm sure there's a lot of transitions. And you can see here we have a bunch, right? So there is the water. It seems that there is a wave, whoosh. Now the whoosh is good. The wave, not so much. I think I'm just going to go with the whoosh transition and apply it between all images like so. So I'm going to go with this one, go with that one, go with that one, and go with that one. And that's it. Now we have added all the animations. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my character and move it, but I can't do it now. Now let's go first of all to the filters. See if we can find a cinematic movie filter that we can apply to this particular scene right here, or these images. So here, what do we have? We have a lot, and it depends on what you want. So let's say you want a scene like for a movie, you know. There's even the Oppenheimer effect, you know, for if you like to create a scene that looks like it's from the movie Oppenheimer. Ocean eyes, I think, is good. So I'm going to drag this ocean eyes effect right over here between, so that this is only applied to the scene underneath and not to the lady. So let's apply this. I'm not sure how good it is, but it seems to be pretty good. Now let's go to adjustments, and I'm going to drag a custom adjustment and then basically place it right here. Well, not on top. The custom adjustment should be in between. So again, here in between, and let me drag it to the end. And then what I want to do with this is basically go here and increase the temp, increase the tint, increase the saturation, increase the exposure, the contrast, the highlights, less shadows, a bit more light, less darkness, a bit more brilliance, more sharpening, and a bit more clarity. And of course, we can also apply a shadow, but I think that would not look good in this case, so I'm going to leave it. Now, what we can do is we can click on our character here, and we can go and retouch the face by giving her some makeup. So I'm going to click right here on retouch. And then when you click retouch, you can add a smoothing effect, you can add smiling lines, you can add a bright eye, dark circles, brighten, white teeth, and so on and so forth. So now let's scroll down. Here we have the makeup option. If you click it, you can see there's a lot of makeup options. I would like to go with this one. And you can see that changes her face entirely. But you can change the makeup according to what you want. So for example, if you want this makeup, you can just click on that one and use it, depending on what you'd like to use as the makeup. there's multiple makeup types. So let's try Barbie. Yeah, this one is really good. And that's it. So once you apply the makeup, right, you can go ahead and click on the character herself, go to adjustments. And here as well, we can apply some filters to the character by adding the temperature, adding some tint, saturation, a little bit of exposure, a little bit of contrast, a little bit of highlights. And then also we can basically decrease the shadows, add some whitening, decrease the darkness, add some brilliance, and also sharpen the character and add some clarity to her features. And that's it. Now, if we actually go full screen, you can see that it looks really amazing, right? The quality has now increased tenfold. Now let's move back. And now what we need to apply is we need to apply a special effect. So I'm going to go to Effects. And I would like to apply some bubble effect, a bubbly effect, some watery effect. Now, let's go for bubbles. If I search for bubble on effects, there's multiple bubbles that we can utilize. We have this. Let's check it out first. Let's see. Okay, let's actually look for water instead of bubbles. Seems that bubbles are not going to do the job. Water, not really sure. Okay, so it seems that for the effect, I'm not going to go with it. So I'm just going to go now and basically add an opening. I'm going to go for effects, and I'm going to go for video effects, opening. Let's start with an opening effect. It could be anything. So just as long as it opens up the video. There's this one. There's a lot of effects. So I'm just going to choose one. And of course, I'm going to reduce the size of the effect because I don't want it to be huge. And of course, we can add captions. So I'm going to click on captions right here. I'm going to click generate, and this is going to generate some captions. You can also apply a background music to make the video even more interesting. So we can probably use a background music, but let's go and look for it first. So if we go to google.com, we can look for some just history music, Pixabay. And we can definitely find a lot of musics, some music that can be used for a history video. Let's try this one. Not really cool. Let's try this one. Why not? Let's actually go and download. Now, the caption has been applied, but I need to go to templates so that we can apply a specific template to this. So there's multiple templates that we have, and so we're going to go ahead and select one of the templates that we like. So I'm going to scroll down. Since this is a landscape video, I'm going to choose a landscape type template, not those types of templates that are good for shorts. The good ones here, this one is really cool because it has the color of the ocean. So I'm going to click it, and I can apply it right here. So when you click, you'll see if you move the needle that you already have the caption, and it's perfect. The position of it is perfect, so I can keep it there. But now we just need to go back to the beginning, click import, and then let me go and apply the background music. So I'm going to import the background music, and that will be that. Like to click right here, drag the background music over here, and then let's just go to the end and then click on the music, crop. By the way, you could also use the tool. So for example, if you click this one, it's going to get rid of that for you, right? So make use of these tools. And now we have the music, so we need to go and basically reduce the volume of the music considerably. And I could play the video right now, but the only issue is that it's going to lag. So I'm going to have to go and basically render it first before we can watch it in the next lecture. So I'm going to click export right here. And we have instead of 30 FPS, we can go for 60 FPS, frames per second. We can say a fact about the Meg, and we can export. and now it's working on it. So I'll see you in the next lecture, in which we're going to proceed by previewing our creation. And hopefully this tip right here can help you in your content creation with CapCut. Feel free to go ahead and let us know your opinion about the course. If there's anything you see needs to change, let us know that. We're doing our best to show you everything that we know, and we also require your help to help us improve this course. Stay tuned and see you in the next lecture.